I know that you're struggling with this really hard and you keep relapsing, you keep watching these videos. The single greatest thing that you can do to stop struggling so much with porn is to simply get off the internet. And you're gonna be like, oh, what? What do you mean? But I'm learning stuff from these videos, no fat videos. It's telling me how to stop. No, no, no. Is it helping you when you keep on coming back to these videos because you relapsed? No, right. It's not. The single greatest thing I did was to stop watching so many videos on NoFap, to stop watching so many videos in general. You know why? What is the funnel? What is the funnel that causes you to end up watching porn, that end up fapping? Most likely, it's you're on Instagram or you're on YouTube and you see ass, you see some girl squatting or whatever. That's what used to happen to me, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. Even when I did, back when I used to struggle a lot with this, I used to go maybe 10 days without relapsing, 20 days without relapsing or whatever. And I always make the same mistake. And I realize this now, out of because I'm more self aware now, is that the reason it happens is because you go into this funnel where you go onto YouTube, maybe you want to watch some self-improvement videos or whatever, you want to watch some YouTube to relax, and then you see the short, most likely the Squat University, you know that motherfucker, I hate that guy. Squat University with the ass on the screen. You go onto that, and then it funnels. You go from that to searching up nude images, and then you go into the hub, right? And and I always got caught in that same cycle. And I realize now the reason why I haven't relapsed or whatever, I don't really like to identify as a guy that's on NoFap because that's a nerd thing, which is a whole separate video I'll make. It's stupid. The reason why I don't do it anymore is because I've cut out that funnel where I click on that ass on the screen from YouTube Shorts or Reels or whatever you go on, and then you end up going to that funnel. Is that you realize that was the cause. So what do? You don't click on the short anymore. There's no specific tactic, no specific thing that's gonna stop you from relapsing. This is how you beat porn forever. It's just a little bit of willpower, a tiny bit of willpower where you don't click on that short that's on your recommended or reels, or maybe you don't even go on the app anymore because YouTube is an inferior way of learning and you know it. Books are far more better to learn from. Reality is the best teacher. Going out in the real world and making mistakes and learning from those mistakes is the best teacher. Really think about that. I just had that realization a couple days ago. You can watch millions of NoFap videos, millions of self-improvement videos in general, but you will never truly learn the lessons from those videos unless you make the mistake yourself and you feel the pain associated with that mistake. Really think about that. So that that already destroys your reasoning for going onto YouTube. So there is 0 point. That destroys the funnel already. That funnel of you clicking on that video, onto nude images, going onto the hub afterward, that's gone. And that is the single greatest thing that you can do to stop fapping and relapsing, is to remove that funnel. Just to not click on that video. Because most of the time, if you're honest with yourself, you're not even horny. You only get horny because you saw that image and then you fed into it by clicking on the video, by thinking that thought. The way that you can stop is just by not clicking on the video on your reels, on Instagram, on YouTube, or not even going on the app in the first place. That was the reason why I stopped fapping so much. It's just because I didn't go on those apps anymore. I just lived my life. I made these videos and went out and lived life, made mistakes, and went to the camera to teach you, focusing on my own development instead of going onto YouTube looking for answers all the time when reality is the best teacher. Realize that the reason you keep relapsing and the way that you can stop is just have a little self-control and do not click on that first step, the first thing that causes the funnel of you ending up in relapsing. Just having that realization that that is the cause for you relapsing, that funnel that happens when you click on the short, then you go into nude images, and then you go into the hub or whatever. Just realizing that you're less likely to relapse. There was this video from a YouTuber I watched, Healthy Gamer, that self-awareness is self-control, because the more aware you become of your actions, you're more likely to control it. Because if you're more aware and you end up doing it, because you're that much aware, you feel so much more pain. And when you feel more pain, you end up not doing it. You make that mistake and you feel the pain that, oh shit, this random guy on the internet, random bald guy on the internet was right. Oh, not bald, but yeah, that shit, whatever. It was right. I made the mistake and I learned from it because reality is the best teacher, not in some random no-fap YouTuber. Reality is the best teacher. I made the mistake and I felt the pain because I was aware of it. Awareness is self-control. And I didn't relapse as much. I went 30 days or 60 days. I obviously don't count the days, make the days count, whatever, you know the deal. The more aware you become of that funnel, the more aware you just become of your actions in life in general and making mistakes in the real world instead of coming to YouTube to look for no-fap videos or whatever videos, self-improvement videos. You make so much more progress because awareness is self-control, like I said before. The more aware you are and you end up making the mistake because you're making the mistake. You're literally, and then you make the mistake and you feel so much more pain because you were aware of it and you were going to go do it. You're less likely to do it again because you were aware. Awareness is self-control. Like I said, I've said so many times in this word video, awareness is self-control. So you're less likely to make the mistake. And then you're going out in the real world, like I said again, just need to grind this into you. You're making your own mistakes and your reality is the best teacher. You feel more pain when you make your own mistakes than watching some random guy talk about his mistakes. And so you learn faster. Hopefully that helped you in some kind of way, bro. And I'll see you soon.